Hey everyone, just coming on here for, it's been a long time since I've gone live, but wanted to talk about AEW Redemption. If you're out there, let me know your thoughts on tonight's card. It's going to be taking place at the Montreal, Quebec Center, or in Quebec, at the Centre Bell. The matches that we have going on is going to be the conglomeration, which includes Orange Cassidy, Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, the Lethal Twist, and also Tekla putting on her strap up against Willow Nightingale. Mark Davis is taking on Andrade El Idolo. Kenny Omega puts up his strap against the youngster Kevin Knight. The Painmaker, Chris Jericho, we haven't seen that guy in a while. He brought it in New Japan, then he brought it to AEW. He's bringing it up against, and he's going up facing Tommaso Ciampa. That should be a good match. Kyle Fletcher versus Bandito. I think this is going to be non-stop. You may break your neck just looking left and right, up and down. Look at these guys just fly everywhere. Cage and Cole putting their strap on the line against the Death Riders. And the Death Riders, Moxley and Ospreay taking on the Young Bucks. Hikaru Shida taking on Maya World for the AEW TBS Championship, and Jack Perry versus the Beast Mortis versus Commander versus Speedball Mike Bailey versus Nick Wayne versus El Clone, and the winner of that will get a opportunity to the AEW International Championship. So it's a six-way ladder match. And to find it off, I'm sure it'll probably be the first match, the Bam Bam Gang, Jay White and Juice Robinson taking on the Dogs, David Finlay and Clark Connors. So what do you think? What match? You know, I'm a little surprised the fact that MJF is not on the fight card. Would have been great leading into All In. Of course, that is a big pay-per-view for AEW. But Redemption, I look at it as a pre-warm-up, like an elimination chamber to All In. So I would have loved to have seen MJF. Maybe he makes an appearance today. I see not. I don't see why not. Many people want to just see Will Ospreay going up against Kenny Omega in a one-on-one. Some are not for the three-way dance. I would love to hear from you guys if you would like to see the three-way dance between an MJF and Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay. Would you like to see a three-way? To me, I would have really preferred MJF and Will. Reason being, because these are fresh faces, these are young guys, and this is being their WrestleMania, their big Super Bowl. So giving all the attention to those pillars of AEW, one of the top pillars being MJF, and giving that opportunity, passing the torch to Will Ospreay. Would you have preferred the three-way dance? Would you have preferred just one? Let me know. Thanks for joining us down there, and feel free to comment. What are your thoughts? What are your predictions tonight at AEW? I know AEW has not getting the love that it should have been receiving. Busted Open won a very popular radio program on SiriusXM. It seems, as of now, that there won't be any coverage from those guys, and they have a lot of knowledge, and I would have loved, and hopefully I am wrong, but Bully Ray gives some really great stuff about AEW, his take on it, Tommy Dreamer as well, Mark Henry worked for AEW at one point, but they're not getting a lot of love, and it's kind of sad because AEW is really trying hard to give that alternative to professional wrestling fans that just don't want to see the AEW or don't want to see the current product of the WWE. So it's kind of sad at one point. So we got to show these guys some love. And there's a lot of great talent. Kevin Knight is a great talent. Sorry about that there. I lost there the opportunity. Apologies there. So yeah, Kevin Knight is a young guy. I know you have Tommaso Ciampa, who was incredible in the WWE, but now he's getting his opportunity here in AEW to do what he wants. He's able to wrestle freely. Jericho on his way out maybe to being retirement very, very soon. But Kyle Fletcher is a stud. Kyle Fletcher, man, listen, when that guy's contract is up, I'm sure that the WWE is going to be calling him up and offering some good money because that guy has everything. He has the mic, he has the look. The guy is money. Bandito, Luchador, Those guys can bring it. Hey, Miguel, welcome. I'm Mansuri. If you have any comments or questions about AEW, let me know. We could talk about it here. Maya World, another young star. Hey, Hal Bentley. Yeah, we're not talking politics, dude. Sorry, we don't do politics. We're doing pro wrestling, which I think is maybe even worse than politics because people fight over pro wrestling, and we all know that this is choreographed. So, yeah, sorry, dude. We're just not talking politics. We're talking some AEW Redemption. Hi, Oakley. How are you? So, yeah, Cage and Cope taking on the Death Riders, putting up the strap on the line. Maya World, again, a young superstar in the world of AEW, taking on Hikaru Shida, who has been with AEW for a very long time. But let's see how that goes. I'm sure that maybe there may be a chance for Maya World to get that strap and show some love for this youngster. And Jack Perry, the 6-way ladder match. We all know that's going to be a cluster. It's going to be an incredible, amazing, wild match with ladders. And when it comes to Kenny Omega and Kevin Knight, again, I wouldn't even be surprised that the way that Kenny wins, there might be some distractions, maybe some folks that make a run-in just to allow Kevin Knight to have that love, right? To boost up just a little bit and just build him up little by little. As far as for Tekla and Willow Nightingale, Tekla has been doing a phenomenal job going overseas to Japan, spitting on the promotion's logo and just smacking the crap out of the boss of the promotion. So I'm really liking Tekla. I'm really liking her style. It gives me that new heel woman version. I like it. I really am. And again, kudos to AEW. At one point, I thought that this is a joke. They do some really crazy stuff, but they've really come up. I would say within the past year or so, I've seen a difference in their storylines, in the build-up to matches. I know sometimes a car crash, but that's just my opinion. But hey, comment below. Let me know what you think, and maybe we'll go ahead and cover AEW a little bit more than what we do. Thanks for watching. Tell your friends to subscribe. We'll be putting on some more content.